YouTube has won a battle in Europe, so they are no longer liable for anything that users generate on their platform. Now, if you've been a creator on this platform for a while, you may have heard Article 17. It used to be Article 12, Article 15. The general rule happened to be is that the European Union wanted a rule to say that they had the right to block any memes or anything that was user created that used copyrighted material. This was to protect the original creator. And it was a big thing. It was save YouTube, hashtags all over the place. But there's been an update. And I'll read it for you on this tablet, which I'll explain in a second. YouTube not liable for hosting unauthorized work, European court rules. YouTube is a leader in copyright and supports rights holders being paid their fair share, a spokesperson said. YouTube is not liable for its users uploading unauthorized material to their website. This was a ruling yesterday. The Google-owned video site, along with other online platforms, in its long-running dispute with the European's $1 trillion creative industry, which is opposed to copyright works being used without permission. As it currently stands, operators of platforms do not, in principle themselves, make communication to the public of copyrighted material content illegally posted by users on those platforms. In other words, currently they're not to blame, and that's what this rule was in place for. However, these operators do make such communication a breach of copyright where they contribute beyond merely making the platforms available to giving access. In other words, what they're saying here in legal speak is YouTube aren't to blame, but they are to blame for allowing their users to post it. So it's not YouTube that's uploading it, it's their users. And because it's their users, it's YouTube's fault. The court said streaming services such as YouTube could be liable if they fail to operate without appropriate technological tools in place to tackle copyright infringement. Media platforms could also face legal action if they are aware of the unauthorized content and do nothing. In other words, if they know it's there but don't do anything about it to remove it. YouTube has since responded to the ruling saying YouTube is a leader in copyright and supports the rights holders being paid their fair share. That's why we've invested in a state-of-the-art copyright tools which have been created entirely for new revenue streams of the industry. In the past 12 months alone, we've also paid $4 billion to the music industry, over 30% of which comes from monetized user-generated content. Basically, this has been buzzing around since 2008 and people continue to nibble at it since 2013. The idea is that copyright holders are wanting or demanding the right to chunks of the money from stuff that's created online. Gonna put this behind there. In essence, that's perfectly understandable. If I create content and you go off and you create a iteration on it and then claim that it's 100% yours, that can get a little bit yucky. If I sing a Taylor Swift song and claim that it's now mine, wrong. If I sing a Taylor Swift song and turn it into a meme, fair use. Transformative. But this law, which though we've been kicking around for a while, the idea was like any use of any meme content should be protected heavily. And that's why this was so important that YouTube has won. But this is kind of the lesser of two evils in a way. It's a big power that makes a load of money versus a court that demands that they make a load of money. So yes, YouTube's Content ID has saved the platform so far from all of the memes in Europe not being able to be seen in Europe. But it won't be too long before people start clawing at copyright laws, because at the end of the day, this is how they make their money. And until there's some kind of accountability way of continuing to earn money off of the sale or use of stuff, then people are going to continue to fight over things. That's why songwriters from many, many years ago will sue people like Ed Sheeran for using a similar sound or a similar bass because they want their slice of money, even though in the world things just happen. Iterations happen. Until something comes into this world like blockchain technology in which NFTs are made of music and then you can iterate on those designs by buying the rights to them. Until something like that kicks in, I can't ever see copyright going away. But this, so far, is a small win in the column for the small creators of this platform. Now, for the people that are asking, yeah, this is a backup laptop. Why? Because there's been no update. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch this video here and I'll keep you in the loop.